The VMP Rev-X that we are featuring in this video will be for the S550 GT owners out there who are relatively stock or have some light bolt-ons and want to go with a premier custom tuning option to improve both the power and drivability of your Coyote-powered Mustang using 3 custom tunes from VMP. Now, in addition to VMP's tuning expertise, prospective buyers will also be receiving the latest handheld device called the Rev-X, which will boast all of the features of the X4, but with the added benefit of this cloud-based tuning, which is an industry first. Your price point will be right around $500, and it's going to get a simple 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter from me when it comes time to load these tunes to your ride. So for those who aren't aware, VMP Performance will be one of your premium tuning options, not just on the site, but in the Mustang community, period. The team at VMP has worked very hard over the years to not only offer solid naturally aspirated tunes for light modifications, but also forced induction stuff as well, and they are one of the leaders in TVS tuning, and I'm speaking from experience on that one, guys. They have tuned my Roushbone GT with absolutely fantastic results. But let's get into the dyno numbers with the VMP tune on a completely stock 2015 manual GT. We already grabbed our baseline number earlier today, so we then uploaded our 93 octane tune from VMP, reran the car, and here are those results. Baseline numbers from our 6-speed 2015 GT gave us 386 horsepower, 364 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheels. With that VMP 93 octane tune uploaded, the car is now making 402 horsepower and 375 pound-feet of torque. That's good for a peak gain of 16 horsepower over those baseline numbers, and gains of as much as 24 horsepower, 24 pound-feet of torque under the curve. So pretty solid gains given the tune and nothing else. Now obviously cars are gonna be different, dynos will be different, conditions will be different, so expect your results to vary slightly, but this is just to give you a better idea of our experience using the VMP tunes on an otherwise stock car. Now, along with those power numbers, prospective buyers can also look forward to things like improved throttle response, smooth idle, great drivability, just to name a few. Now, as I pointed out earlier, this package does include 3 different custom tunes from VMP, along with a single data log revision if needed. VMP does also offer you those more in-depth tunes for things like E85, nitrous, and forced induction, like I mentioned earlier, but because those tunes are a little bit more involved, they will cost you a little bit more dough at the end of the day. But let's touch on the Rev-X device here quickly because there is some really cool things to talk about. Now, on the surface, this thing will be very similar to the X4 in regards to just basic features and overall operation, but with one big exception, and that is this new cloud-based tuning. And what does this mean? Well, instead of needing a laptop like you usually do to receive these tunes from VMP, instead you're just gonna simply connect your Rev-X device to a Wi-Fi signal. It's gonna prompt you to download these tunes from this magical tuning cloud, and that's pretty much it. But in all seriousness, guys, it is nice for a few different reasons. First and foremost, it is going to speed up the process of loading these tunes to your device, in addition to not needing any computer to get the tune and get up and running, messing with emails and all that other stuff. And if you're a Mac owner, well, this is a total game changer for you because most tuners aren't going to be Apple compatible. But aside from this cloud-based tuning feature, expect those on-screen gauges and data logging. This thing is capable of reading and displaying up to 8 different values at one time, including air-fuel ratio, intake air temperature, boost, coolant temp, ignition timing, just to name a few. Now, even though the case is slightly different, the overall dimensions haven't really changed that much. It's still roughly the same size as most smartphones. As you can see, you're looking at a complete 3-inch full-color LCD screen. It is configurable or viewable in both portrait, which is going to be your straight up and down mode, or a landscape mode, which will be just turning this thing horizontal. Now, on the topic of displaying this device, one thing that I thought was really cool is that this little piece in the back here is actually magnetic. So if you have one of those cell phone holders out there that is magnet based, it would be a great way to display this device at all times, everyday driving, things like that. And it's gonna make it easy to remove and store in the glove box or the console if and when needed. But aside from the cloud-based tuning and all that other good stuff, you can also expect your Wi-Fi capabilities, allowing you to not only download those tunes from the cloud like we talked about earlier, but but it's also going to allow you to download any future firmware updates without the need for the computer. And even though you will be only receiving 3 custom tunes from the guys over at VMP, the Rev-X does have the capability to hold 10 different tunes at one time. Now, in addition to that, the Rev-X will be able to read and clear those diagnostic trouble codes in addition to returning the car to stock if you ever wanted to or needed to during your time of ownership. The Rev-X does include both the USB cable if you did want to connect this thing to your laptop, in addition to that OBD2 cable as well that will be used to connect the device to your ride. And speaking of connecting this thing to your ride, let's quickly touch on the install here using the Rev-X device, and it's pretty straightforward, guys. So 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe 30 minutes of your time to get up and running for the very first time. I do recommend following the included instructions with the Rev-X Tuner for the initial startup, but the basic idea is after you get the tunes onto your device, you're going to want to plug this thing into your OBD2 port and wait for it to power on. Now you can navigate to the Program Vehicle tab and select the tune you wish to upload. Follow the on-screen instructions and your installation is complete. Again, very simple stuff, guys. So if you're looking for a premium tune along with a premium device, all for around the $500 price point, you're going to want to check out the VMP Rev-X here at AmericanMuscle.com.